Welcome to Founders Club, the show for real estate entrepreneurs.
Right now, where in the lead gen, where are you finding the most success?
Yes, so Mike handled more of this part, obviously, but for us, we would rather teach our agents how to fish and give them a fish every day. There are 7 different styles of success we believe in the people business, right? It's based on your personalities. So some people believe in the DISC test, right, or the Myers-Briggs. For me, I like the 7 style. So for example, it's my 28th year now. I've cold called and door knock before. I'm pretty good at it, but it's not my favorite thing to do.
Yeah.
It's what we call the hunter style. Supposedly only about 8.3% of the population are hunters, because over thousands of years, Oliver, we've evolved, right? You want fish, meat, vegetable. You don't need to go do the hunt in 3 days anymore.
Yeah.
You show up the grocery store, nicely clean and wrap it, okay? But we do that to hunters there. They said, show me where the deer is, I'll go shoot them.
Yep.
So those are people who be on a lead program. I prefer to cultivate relationships with my friends, family, sphere of influence. We call that the farmer style. Then you have your expert style, the investment, the first-time home buyer, the like home luxury. Then
More
you have,
niche.
That's right.
Right.
You have your hyper-localist, the San Diego, Phoenix area, your market really well. Then you have your lifestyle one, church people, bikers, musicians, people you hang around with in your life, right? Then you have your billboard and your bus benches. I'm sure every market have those.
Yep.
And then you have your tribal one. It's your tribe, your peep. Black people, gay people, Asians, women's, veterans, whoever you identify yourself with.
Okay.
So most of us have a combination about 2 to 4. Okay. Some people might have all 7. So when we help our agent, we focus on where their strength and weaknesses at. But for our hunters, we do have a lead program. So the way leads now is working is that most agents will come to us and say, hey, most of my business is from referral. I did so-and-so transaction last year, 20. What they don't realize is they're probably missing out the other 20.
Right.
Because it's a
lot on the
business.
table.
That's right. It's a people business, so it's a face-to-face, belly-to-belly relationship. But if you're not leveraging technology, you're missing out on an opportunity. Because someone's upstreaming your people, right?
Yep.
NAR done a study that 87% of buyers and sellers said they use the same agent, but only 12% end up doing it. Why? Because of lead generation. So where I see the leads going is we're partnering up with a lot of great company. You guys probably do too. One of them is White Lobo, but there's a lot of them out there. Is the dynamic marketing, the AI technology.
Yep.
Right. So it's not static anymore. You have to be, learning the behavior and changing. So what Mike and I have done really good at is and I'm sure we picked it up somewhere with networking with all you great guys. We call it the art of nurturing a relationship. Okay, Jesse Doan, shout out to him. He thinks he came up with it. We don't know where it came. We might have
shout
learned
out
it
Jesse.
from him. Yep. ART, aspiration, research, transactional. It's like a funnel, right?
Okay.
If you're on the top of the funnel, you're not as motivated until you get down to the front of the funnel.
Yep.
So now Big Brothers, is watching AI technology. So you and I know we might meet somebody at the bar. For me, when I have a meeting with someone on my calendar, I don't care what happened. Right after, I seem to get a Facebook notice. Hey, you want to friend this person? That's AI technology, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So same thing with us. So, we might get a notification, one of our agent in our lead might say, hey, call John Smith. Why? John is checking out some DNR website for fishing. And he happened to click on the city page, look at some listing. Well, John's aspiring to moving from the city to near a lake somewhere.
Or maybe buy a vacation house at the lakes or
so
whatever.
All of a sudden you call up, this is Oliver checking in. John, see how you doing?
Yeah.
John raised his hand out of the pond, right?
Yeah.
Hey, what a coincidence, Oliver. I was thinking about moving. That's an aspiration example. A research example could be, hey, call Katie in your database. Why? Well, Katie Smith was on Facebook, share an MOS and a Zillow link with her husband, a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom. You call up Katie, hey, what a coincidence. Now you're on the MOS search, right? You're catching Katie before Katie even realized. And then a transactional. I'm in it, doing right now, looking for a home. So all of these examples is where lead generation is going. And if you're not getting on those AI technology, you're going to be behind.
And what are some of those technologies so people can...
So we got YLOPO, call action. We use Follow Boss for our CRM. There's many. Like I said, these are not the best one. That's just who we use.
Right.
But they're out there, and the average agent is about 57, right? So the baby boomers going up. So those guys actually have a big, database of clients. If those are not switching to technology, leveraging it, you're going to lose out to the, the millennials.
To the next gen,
who are coming in. The next gens are in the middle, right?
Yeah.
We're getting the best of both. We're the next gen. We're getting the best of. We're kind of, we get stuck in the generation gap a little bit. You get this, good, this, and that. But yes, technology is definitely something you need to start leveraging. We're working together. We have something called Suite Assist.
Right.
Right? So it's just how to put everything together.
Yeah, for sure. And it's such a critical component. And it's actually one thing that I think that you and Mike are really good at. That's like one of your superpowers is staying on top of the what's hot, what's coming up, the newest softwares, the newest AI stuff that's on the market. And I got another Facebook question, which kind of goes right in line with that, which was from Billy Colstock. So shout out to Billy Colstock. What technology are you using for your database follow-up? It's basically a few different questions in one. Database follow-up, lead capture, conversation conversion, and closings.
Yeah, that's a pretty big question, Bill. It's probably take an hour to go into it, right? But instead of answering that question, I'm going to pivot a little bit. It's like the politician that just talk about whatever and may not answer the question. That's what I'm doing right now, maybe. For me, I think it's actually my phone. Okay. All this technology, you forget. If you don't follow up, make the call, it doesn't matter.
Yes.
But because all the technology keep coming, right? Sometimes you change your CRM. Sometimes you switch to a bigger, better. Mm-hmm. For me, for 28 some years I've been in the business, first 15 years on the mortgage side, it's been my phone. And the cell phone get better and better. I have an iPhone, can be whatever, Android. And every contact I have in there, I think over 5,000. And every one of those contacts is a relationship, right? And I have notes. I have, your wife's name, your kid's name, because I stalk people I know. I see on Facebook, they hang out, whatever. I go in there and add my note. So first of all, I always call to check in and build relationship. But I usually cheat. That's my CRM, is my phone, my technology. So-and-so, all right, remember now, he plays soccer, he's a golfer, he like to coach his kid base. I'll ask, hey, how's the baseball season going? Stuff like that allowed you to leverage technology to still have. So a term I came up with, and I Googled it, and I haven't seen it, so I think it's mine.
So you heard it here first.
That's right. So I believe that right now in the people business, especially with all the technology, we're seeing a conversion of humanity and technology, right? And one would not replace the other. Like technology would never replace us. There's a lot of AI, there's a lot of robots thing, but there's certain thing for us in the people business, people can't replace us because of EQ. The emotional intelligent part is the thing we're always going to beat out on the technology.
Yep.
So because of the conversion together, they're going to come together, I call it techmanology. It's a cross between technology and humanity. Techmanology, by the way, that's human, not man or woman, so I'm not being sexist at all. So techmanology is something you need to be aware of. So don't just leverage technology so much that you think technology is going
to do everything for you.
That's exactly it. Just leverage it to allow you more opportunity for this. You and I use texting, emailing, right? IMing to set this up. But now we're here. This is the part you need to make sure you focus on.
I love that. So just to expand on that a little bit, what is your process for staying in touch with those 5,000 people that you're keeping notes on? And I mean, is it like you get notifications when it's their birthdays and stuff like that, or what? What's the goal?
So because I don't produce anymore, I leverage my database differently, but I still get calls from people all the time, right? So there's minimum thing I do, and thank you to Facebook. Otherwise, I wouldn't remember everybody's birthday. Right. It always pop up, remind me.
Does make it awfully convenient.
So that's one thing I do. So also you got to understand to know when to take it offline. Like most of the time, I don't say happy birthday to people on Facebook because I saw them. I actually then text them directly to their cell phone. I think you might have got one for me maybe in your birthday, say happy birthday, Oliver.
Right.
Versus just, I'll just cheat. So then, the automatic thing you set up sometime is not good either, right? You automatically send them a birthday or happy anniversary from your CRM.
Right.
What you probably should do is have your CRM remind you
to make the call.
And then make the call or do what you need to do. And for no reason at all, like not you doing it just to try to get a deal. Right? You genuinely want to build a relationship. Hey man, I saw you, with your kids, happy anniversary that day. Because what happened is on an average, people know 250 people. In our real estate business, they may not be buying and selling a home right now, but they may know somebody who's buying and selling a home.
Right.
And just by you having those relationships built with them, it's a whole different, now you're a track versus chase.
I like that. I like that a lot. That's good. I love how you're just kind of pleasantly persistent. You're not calling to bother them or
right.
calling for any reason. You've got your notes so that
Yeah.
you can hit your key points.
Yep.
And one cool thing that I actually noticed that you had technology-wise was whatever you use to schedule this with me, because I was the one reaching out to you to set this up. Then all of a sudden, it's all, you have been alerted that we have this thing tomorrow. And then 1 hour before we started the shoot, I get another text message. Don't forget, you're shooting today with Long at 1 p.m. I was like, wow, this is great. Like, it just, so what tool is that?
Yes.
Because I think that's something I'd like to implement as well.
Absolutely. So first of all, I think all of us sometimes think we make the switch. When we start running a business or do work, we start doing the work. You should actually, everything should start with you, right? Personally. So I'm also have system process in my personal life. So if you don't do that, you can't just turn the switch on. So for me, it's all about being organized, right? So for me, it's system run business, people run system. When I say business, it's also my personal business.
Okay.
So I use schedule once, but there's Calendly, there's many things out there. So
Okay.
what I do is when someone wants to meet with me, I use that technology for them to get on the calendar, and then they automatically get a reminder. First of all, accept the invitation, and then an hour before you get a reminder. And if you are on my calendar to meet for an actual recruiting meeting or networking, because today is a weekend.
Yep.
If it wasn't a weekend, I have a team member actually will call you 45 minutes before the meeting. So an hour is an automatic, 45 minutes is the system process. Hey, just want to make sure you're still meeting with Long at 123 Main Street. And once they say, yes, I'm meeting, then that's when she also sent me a confirmation. So for me, I want to make sure I don't waste your time, my time. I want to remind you I know you're busy.
To listen to this full Founders Club interview, go to foundersclub.tv.